Matrix is an action science fiction movie made in 1999 by Lana and Lily Wachowski, starring famous actor Keanu Reeves, also known for other movies such as The Day the Earth Stood Still, Little Buddha, and Speed. In this movie, Reeves plays Thomas Anderson, a software engineer for Metacortex. However, he leads a double life where he goes by the name Neo and is a computer hacker who is, quote, guilty of virtually every computer crime there is a law for. We discover this as he is taken by a group called the Agents, and they begin interrogating him. Neo then connects with Trinity, who brings him to Morpheus. Morpheus tells him that he has been on the search for Neo for his entire life. He tells Neo that they exist in the Matrix, which is, quote, a false reality that has been constructed from humans to hide the truth, which is that everyone in the world is a slave born into bondage. Morpheus then holds out two different pills in his hands, a blue one in the left and a red one in the right. If Neo takes the blue one in the left hand, he will wake up in his bed and, quote, believe whatever you want to believe. However, if he takes the red pill in the right hand, quote, and this is the most important quotes in the entire movie, you stay in Wonderland, which is the Matrix, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes, meaning that he will basically be Neo's mentor throughout the course of this movie. This was one of the first moments of unlearning that stood out to me. I thought that it was very interesting to see that since he used to know how to use his eyes, but after unlearning to see and being in this completely other place, he can see so much more clearer and they're just adjusting to it. This relates to unlearning in general because after you learn something one way and then told to unlearn it or learn it something a different way, it takes time to readjust and move from there. Then, Neo wakes up again, but in this time is surrounded by all white. According to the film, quote, he is in the Construct, which is a loading platform that Morpheus and his team used to prepare newly freed humans to deal with the truth about the Matrix world. He explains that in the early 21st century, artificial intelligence was created, which was a single conscious that birthed an entire race of machines. Someone started this war, and the machines that they created turned humans to a power source, enslaving them like Neo had been before he was freed by Morpheus and Trinity. We learn that humans are an extremely powerful power source, and that the purpose of the Matrix is to create a, quote, computer-generated dream world made to keep humans under control, to turn humans into batteries. It was important for Neo to unlearn this information from the past in order to be able to take in this new information and be able to survive in the Matrix. One prime example of unlearning throughout the film is when Neo begins his training. His training is led by a man named Tank, who is a part of Morpheus's large team. Tank shocks Neo with all of the information of martial arts training, and everyone is beyond amazed of how he's handling all of this information. He had to unlearn everything that he knew about fighting and about martial arts in order to grasp all the information coming his way. Through this, he learns all the skills through jiu-jitsu, kempo, taekwondo, drunken boxing, and kung fu. This proves his ability to, quote, ingest all of the techniques and information which Morpheus and his team find incredibly impressive. Although there are many examples of unlearning throughout the entirety of this film, I believe the more significant moments occur toward the beginning of the film because Neo is unlearning everything that he was taught in human life in order to survive and prove that he is the one in the Matrix. One key piece of information that I picked up on is that Neo asks a lot of questions throughout the film. I thought this was very important because it really seems as though he is engaged with the whole process of training, and from the very beginning he always wants to learn more about where he is and what he is in this time of the world. It's proven that he always wants to learn more and have more knowledge on everything in his surroundings and everything that is going on, including what's chasing him and going after him, like the agents are. There are 3 agents throughout the film: Agent Smith, Agent Brown, and Agent Jones. However, the most significant one is Agent Smith, who at the end of the film directly goes after Morpheus and then Neo when Neo goes to save Morpheus. This is shown when Neo needed to unlearn being selfless and prove he is the one to save the world in its entirety by going to rescue Morpheus as he is taken by Agent Smith, who is working against them, which I just stated. Neo goes on what's referred to as a suicide mission in order to save Morpheus, who's been guiding him throughout the whole movie. While he is captured, Morpheus learns from Agent Smith that the Matrix was originally designed as a utopian world made to make everybody happy. However, according to Agent Smith, it was a complete disaster because people wouldn't accept the program. Quote, "Some believed that we lacked the programming language to describe your perfect world. But I believe that as species, human beings define their reality through misery and suffering. The perfect world was a dream that your primitive cerebrum kept trying to wake up from, which is the reason that the Matrix was redesigned." End quote. Here, we as an audience unlearn a lot that we have originally learned about the Matrix and its purpose for creation. At the end of the film, Neo is shot and killed, or so we thought. Trinity kisses Neo in the chair, and in the Matrix, he wakes up and defeats the agents, proving that he is the one to everyone, including the Oracle, who said he wasn't. However, now I believe that she purposely told him the opposite so that he would try so hard to prove the opposite, which happened. Sometimes you have to unlearn something in order to fully learn and appreciate it for the original way that it is. For example, if I eat the same sandwich every day and get sick of it, I'm going to have to unlearn what it tastes like in order for me to enjoy it the same way again. Thank you.